Hello everyone, Jason Alea back here again, and today we're going to be looking at Thrash and Devour Tyrannosaurus Rex from Jurassic World Dominion. Now, we're back to the blue box. The last video with the Dimetrodon had it with orange, so we're back to the much more often shown coloration for these boxes, the blue nighttime. And while at first I thought that this would be the same sculpt as we saw with Fallen Kingdom, it's actually a different one and quite unique. So that being a new sculpt and a new movie coming out, I had to get the last T-Rex. So let's take it out of the box and see what we got. So we have our T-Rex out of the box. Kind of ruined the box a tiny bit, but nothing that I could do about it. But I could probably fix it up later. Anyway, so here we have in the back the previous T-Rex, and let me take this out for a second to show you that the sculpt is in fact quite different. The tail is much more lower. The head is a lot bigger in the Dominion one. The overall body proportions got a tiny bit thicker. And if we look at the front, Rexy got a little chunky, to say the least. But overall, not that big of a difference. But definitely a different sculpt. My problem with this sculpt would be that it does feel a little bit too familiar in terms of the way it looks from the previous guy. But overall, it's still a new sculpt, and it's still sculpted very well. What is very different about it is the paint job. It's a lot darker. The entire look is not like we've seen before. Usually, these Tyrannosaurs are a lot lighter brown, but here, maybe it's just to fit the night background. It looks a lot darker. Maybe that's how it's showcased throughout the film, and that's what they do. But overall, yeah, the main difference is the color. Now, aside from that, the action is a lot different. Where with the previous T-Rex, you could twist its tail and thrash it around. Here, the tail has a button, and you could it's a lot more easier, a lot more fluid. It doesn't feel like the guy is going to break, but you can still move the tail and have it thrash it around. The stomping feature is not there anymore. It's basically just Thrash and Devour Tyrannosaur through and through. The cutouts are a lot better here and less noticeable than in the previous figure, where it doesn't look like it has a turtleneck. The arms are T-Rex arms. They are not painted if you want to know, but the toenails are at least. The head sculpt, even though it is chunky, still looks really good. The mouth looks great. It's actually the mouth is actually pretty deep. Don't get any weird ideas, okay? I would not recommend it. The feet you could twist around also, which I've always found to be a weird articulation. Actually, maybe it might be just my feet, but they are really stiff, so I'm just going to put them back the way they are. But yeah. So it's in terms of being able to stand, perfect. Mattel, you stand your figures perfect. Like, no problem standing up, unlike the Have stuff. But yeah, details very good. Action features pretty cool. The cutout isn't that bad, and the sculpt and paint job is really good, despite it being a little bit too similar from before. Overall, it's still worth $34 something dollars. This is one of the bigger figures, so this is going to be the ones that kids will be wanting the most. Overall, I give this a solid 8 out of 10. Felt like they could have made the sculpt a lot more different. Like, one of my favorite aspects about Kenner is that even though all the sculpts for their T-Rexes are extremely different, they still feel like Jurassic Park T-Rexes. Until they got the Jurassic Park aspect down, but the variation is quite minimal, and you could interchange them either way. But overall, still not that bad, and I would still recommend picking it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys next time.